Welcome to Satya Skills. In this video, let us learn something about the role of new issue market, what is its importance, and also what were the recent trends in Indian new issue market. First, let us look into its importance. New issue market stimulates the activities of capital market. I think you remember the previous one. New issue market is a market where fresh shares and debentures, other securities are issued to general public, that is called new issue market. So, what new issue market helps is that it stimulates the activities of entire capital market. It is responsible for the development of stock exchanges. If new issue market is active and efficient, stock exchanges can function efficiently. New investors can contribute towards capital formation through new issue market. New projects and new ventures can be undertaken by the existing companies if they want to expand. Then it encourages new entrepreneurs in the corporate sector. It develops corporate culture in savings and investment pattern of Indian people, because basically Indian people don't have that culture in saving habit, because ours is still agriculture culture, we can say agriculture background. So, our investment pattern is not like corporate sector, whereas this new issue market will definitely help us to go to that level. It plays catalyst role in the development of industrial sector. It dilutes concentration of wealth in few existing shareholders. That is a very important advantage. Now, there are some problems or limitations in new issue market of India. In India, the new issue market is very small. Only from past 10 to 15 years it became active. Sufficient number of merchant banks are not available in Indian financial system, because merchant bankers help in the development of capital market in general, new issue market in particular. I will make another video on what is a merchant bank, what activities they undertake. There is a criticism that investors in primary market and the general public are less informed about the issuing companies. In several cases, they give false information. The price of securities are very high in several cases. They fix high prices against market conditions, means even if it is not necessary, they hike the price, because people they don't know. Vast majority of Indian investors are not totally aware of new issues. Dealers in new issue who can guide investors are very less in number. That is another problem with regarding Indian new issue market. There is no check on the working of company after public issue. It means that if they come for public issue, they may wind up their business, and innocent investors, they don't know whether the company is working or not. So, that is another problem. Usually Indians are afraid. Projects for which new issues are made are not sufficiently and properly appraised. Existence of unofficial market is another problem. Coming to the recent trends, or I can say developments. After the establishment of SEBI, that is Securities Exchange Board of India, several developments were brought into the primary market. The following are some of the important trends. The first one is abolition of capital issues to control the capital issue. So, it was abolished, and in its place only SEBI came. So, it is to encourage more companies to go for new issue. Introduction of free pricing of issues resulted into expansion of the scope of primary market. Rather, I can say that it is a bit liberalized and freedom is given to new issuers. More private companies resorted to new issue market to raise funds, that is expanding new issue market. Entry of mutual funds increased the activities of securities market, that motivated more and more to enter into new issue market. A wide variety of innovative instruments were introduced into the market. Example, zero interest equity shares, secured premium notes with detachable warrants, zero interest fully convertible debentures, etc. All these I gave in another video on the types of debentures. You just go through that. After the introduction of reforms, more public sector commercial banks and DFIs are coming to the primary market to raise their capital base through public issue. SEBI prescribed code of conduct of advertising for public issue. SEBI providing education to Indian investors on public issue and is issuing guidelines to be followed by investors in new issue market. It publishes such guidelines to help the new investors. That's all in this video. All the best.